This week on The Splash, we learn about modern networking with the Chamber of Commerce. Then we join the fun of the annual Spring Fling Egg Hunt. And later, we enjoy good food for a good cause. The Splash is a production of Civic Center TV. We're a news magazine that covers everything from local news to feature stories, all so that we can bring you the latest from the greater West Bloomfield area. And now, let's dive into The Splash. Welcome to The Splash. I'm your host, Sheena Monnin, and as always, thank you for joining us. Networking is a great opportunity to connect with fellow business professionals. Knowing how to excel, however, can be challenging as platforms for connection expand. Reporter Tyler Kieft has the story.
At the West Bloomfield Library, local business owners and budding professionals gathered for a lesson in business prowess with the Chamber of Commerce. The Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce continued their Next Big Thing initiative recently, inviting professionals from across our community to come together to mix, mingle, and learn ways to grow their companies from experts in a variety of areas.
The Next Big Thing, BIG, is an acronym for Business Innovation Generator. And these are monthly meetings to offer small to medium-sized businesses information about how to sustain and thrive their businesses.
In order to make a company strong, you have to have an expansive network, something expert Abby Kohut hoped to teach local professionals at this seminar.
Networking is about making friends. That's it. It's just like kindergarten when mommy dropped you off at the playground. And she said, go out and meet a friend. And you went up to little Bobby and you said, hi, my name is Abby, and I'd like to be your friend. That's exactly what's going on right now. And if we stop thinking of it as networking, it will be less scary because it's easy to make a friend. You just talk to someone, find out what they're all about, and see if you have anything in common. And if you do, then you talk about it.
And that is exactly what West Bloomfield's professional community did. They talked, they mingled, and they broadened their horizons. Something the Chamber of Commerce is proud to have fostered.
I'm always trying to have strategic planning about how these businesses can work together and really support one another, because that's what helps our community thrive and be known as a really great place to work, play, and live. People do business with people they know and trust.
With some new knowledge and a network of business professionals, it's clear the next big thing is in Greater West Bloomfield. Reporting for The Splash, I'm Tyler Kieft.
If you would like to see more tips and tricks on networking, you can do so by visiting civiccentertv.com/BIG networking. Family traditions are not just relegated to winter. Each year, the annual Spring Fling draws thousands of people together to celebrate family, fun, and several sweet treats. We sent reporter Rahaf Azam to learn more.
Hi, my name is Rahaf Azam. Today I'm here at the annual Spring Fling Egg Hunt. Join us today for a great afternoon of fun and so much activities.
The energy was high for the annual Spring Fling Egg Hunt, but it wasn't just the egg hunt that brought people out.
We are here today at our Spring Fling Egg Hunt. It is a tradition we've had in West Bloomfield for many, many years. I looked through pictures, and the earliest one I could find was from 1983, so we've at least been doing it every year since then. So we have a ton of activities going on for the kids today. We have a petting farm, obviously egg hunts. We have trackless train rides, airbrush tattoos, just a whole bunch of family-friendly activities for everyone to enjoy.
For most families, the highlight of the day was the Easter egg hunt.
Easter egg hunt. We brought our basket and we're ready to grab as many as we can. This is our first time and we heard about it through some friends, so we're really excited to be out here today.
It was clear to see that this event from the West Bloomfield Parks was a huge success.
We have more than 700 children registered, so we're expecting over 2,000 people. I think it's just part of a family tradition, so it's something you look forward to every year. We see lots of familiar faces every year, so we get those families coming back year after year, which makes us really happy. That means they're having a great experience and want to come back and incorporate it into their family tradition. So it's absolutely really important, and it's great to have that family time. So we look forward to it every year.
Once again, the annual Spring Fling Egg Hunt event was fun for the whole family. Reporting for The Splash, I'm Rahaf Azam.
To find out more, feel free to stop by our website at civiccentertv.com/springfling2018. Coming up, we take a look at one of the ways the Jacket Club is helping our community. And later, we enjoy another episode of Sidewalk Talk.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV. And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm your host, Sheena Monnin. Helping people is one of the things that the Keego Harbor Jacket Club is known for. Amazing food is another. Reporter Jason Pauly has the story.
For over 50 years, this organization has raised a lot of funds and done a lot of good for Keego Harbor locals. Members of the community gathered in Keego Harbor to continue a tradition over half a century old.
Tonight's the 52nd annual Jacket Club Wild Game Dinner. It's our annual fundraiser. It's our primary source of income. With the money, we help out the kids in Keego Harbor.
The Wild Game Dinner was another rousing success, with raffles and plenty of food to go around.
Tonight we've got, obviously, our wonderful dinner. We've got some great walleye, some venison stew, quail, rabbit. We'll have a couple of raffles tonight. We've got all types of door prizes.
The Keego Harbor Jacket Club was founded over 50 years ago after locals saw a need in their neighborhood.
It's an event that started a long time ago when there was an accident and some young fella had lost they needed coats and stuff, so it's just grown to be providing things like that for the community.
And they decided that there's more families in Keego that need the help, so they started the club, and it's grown into what you have today. And what we do with the money is we help kids in Keego Harbor with coats, Christmas baskets, food baskets at Christmas time.
I think the best thing is it's deep tradition of helping people in Keego Harbor.
Ever since, the club and the Wild Game Dinner have become an annual tradition, raising money and connecting the community.
The event brings the community together. Everybody's here to have fun and to mingle, and they get to see each other. Sometimes maybe only see them once a year, depending on how active you are in the community.
It was truly a great night, full of food, fun, and prizes for people trying to give back to the Keego Harbor community. From The Splash, I'm Jason Pauly.
To learn more about the Keego Harbor Jacket Club, you can visit civiccentertv.com/Wild Game Dinner 2018 to find out more. In this episode of Sidewalk Talk, Christina McGee asked local residents their thoughts about a fun topic.
I love going to Aruba for spring break. What's your favorite spring break memory?
Going to Disney World with my wife and daughter, and then going on a cruise with my two sons.
Well, usually it's when I'm somewhere warm. I've only lived up here for 3 years, so I was in Florida, and so spring break now means something different. This year we're going to go out west and do some hiking, and so hopefully that'll be some of my favorite memories.
You know, actually I went to a warm climate school, so it was always spring in Arizona State. So I really don't have memories of spring. Only thing I can remember is my freshman year, the week that we got our break for spring break was the week of my birthday, which is March 10th. And that was the first time I've ever been out of school on my birthday. So that's my memory of a spring break.
I think going to Fort Lauderdale and just being with my friends on the beach. It was perfect.
Spring is upon us. What is your favorite spring break memory?
I went to Italy for spring break, so just that entire trip was absolutely incredible.
What was your favorite city?
Florence. Yeah.
Michelangelo Sistine Chapel?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Just going to Mexico with friends and traveling, enjoying the hot weather, getting away from all the snow and cold weather.
Going out with my best friends, and we're hanging out, going down to Cedar Point, and when it's close to going to summer. But yeah, definitely going to Cedar Point with my best friends, and never forget that time.
Thank you, West Bloomfield, for all of your great answers. We look forward to seeing you again. Join us for another episode of Sidewalk Talk.
If you'd like to see some of our other fun and interesting questions on the show, you can do so anytime and anywhere by visiting our website at civiccentertv.com/sidewalktalk. And now it's time for our Civic Center event update, where we provide you with all the latest that's happening around Greater West Bloomfield. And if you'd like to stay up to date on all of the following current events yourself, you can visit civiccentertv.com/events. Let's get started. The Henry Ford Maple Grove Center, West Bloomfield, is offering their Share Support Group for people who have experienced longer than 6 months of continuous sobriety from alcohol and drug use and are in need of free beneficial support. Taking place weekly from 7:30 p.m. until 9:30 p.m., this group is for adults only, and the purpose is to share coping strategies, express needs and concerns, as well as to connect with others who are successfully moving forward into an addiction-free life. For more information, contact Lisa Kaplan at 248-661-6100. Solicitors will be canvassing in West Bloomfield over the next few weeks. Renewal by Anderson is canvassing now through April 10th on Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Additionally, Comcast will be canvassing Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. now through May 5th. Please be advised that these solicitors are approved to be canvassing in the area. For more information, please contact the West Bloomfield Clerk's Office at 248-451-4848. On March 29th, from 6:15 p.m. until 9 p.m. at Abbott Middle School, the West Bloomfield Percussion and Guard is having their annual Friends and Family fundraiser. The award-winning Winter Percussion Guard and Winds Ensemble is raising money to support their incredible program for our local teens. A dinner, raffle, bake sale, and more will take place throughout the evening, culminating in a free show by the West Bloomfield Band. Dinner is served from 6:15 until 7:30 p.m., $8 for adults and $5 for children ages 5 and under. All purchases must be made in cash. To RSVP, contact Carol Finkelstein at 248-321-7999. On April 14th, the third annual casino bus trip to Greektown Casino is taking place. Starting at 11:30 a.m., individuals will board the bus outside of Roosevelt Elementary School and start the drive down to Greektown Casino, boarding the bus again at 5:30 p.m. for the drive back. Afterwards, the afterglow will be held at Gino's. That includes free pizza for anyone who reserved a spot for the bus ride. This event is free and is for individuals 21 years of age or older only. To reserve your spot, call Keego Harbor City Hall at 248-682-1930. On April 5th, the West Bloomfield Parks is inviting you to go on a free hike with your child during the Mommy and Me hike event. Taking place from 10:30 a.m. until 11:30 a.m., this hike is sure to be a fun memory-making experience. A park naturalist will be on hand to lead the hike and answer questions. As the trail path is unpaved, it's recommended that if you bring a stroller, it is suited for outdoor use. In case of inclement weather, this event will be moved indoors with special activities for all. To register, visit wbparks.org. Coming up on Friday, April 6th from 2 p.m. until 3 p.m. at the West Bloomfield Public Library is a free event called STEAM Fun Day. Research is indicating that encouraging development in your child's mind toward technology is positive and beneficial. Your child is welcome to come and learn about technology, gadgets, science, math, and more. Take a look at Ozobots, gyrobots, traditional robots, and much more. Registration is required for this popular event, but there is no cost to attend or participate. You can get a spot for your child by calling the library at 248-232-2250. History lovers of all ages won't want to miss the upcoming event with the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society on April 8th from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. The Michigan Military Academy Open House will explore archives from the Michigan Military Academy as it started as the West Point of the West, all the way until today, where the grounds have been turned into Orchard Lake schools. Beautiful photographs, interesting tidbits, and lots of fascinating information will be yours at no charge as you attend this event. For more information, contact Gina Gregory at 248-757-2451. The Chaldean Culture Center Museum is open to the public on Fridays from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. Come learn about this fascinating culture, complete with hands-on activities, multimedia presentations, and a showcasing of special artifacts from time periods gone by. Tours are available by appointment and cost $5 for a self-guided tour and $10 for a guided tour. To schedule your tour or find out more details, be sure to visit chaldeanculturalcenter.org. That concludes this week's events. However, if you're looking to find even more events going on in your neighborhood, then be sure to follow us at civiccentertv.com/events and look up our events calendar, or watch us here for more information on everything going on in the Greater West Bloomfield area. As we head into the break, stay tuned because afterward, I'll be talking with John Roda, West Bloomfield Township Environmental Manager.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Civic Center TV is your home for everything Greater West Bloomfield. Here you can tune into community programming such as our weekly news magazine show, The Splash, as well as coverage of local events and meetings in Keego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, and West Bloomfield. You can also watch all of your local programming online anytime at civiccentertv.com. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Civic Center TV has gone social. Now it's easier than ever to watch, save, like, and share our videos online. See what's happening in your neighborhood, on the streets, and on the web at civiccentertv.com. Be a part of the conversation and get involved. We would love to hear from you. For links to our social media pages, visit us at our website or find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm Sheena Monnin. In the studio with me this week is John Roda, West Bloomfield Township Environmental Manager. John, thank you for being here today to shed some light on how West Bloomfield Township is environmentally conscious, some of the efforts they're putting out there to help our residents to also be environmentally conscious. So as we walk into all of these cool topics, let's back up and from your professional perspective, why is it so important to be aware of our environmental footprint and how we might be disposing of these toxic materials?
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's very important to understand that a lot of things that we produce as humans, what we buy at stores, things of that nature, come in packaging, are made of certain chemicals, things of that nature. And when we're done with them in our households, it's important to know, well, what do we do with that waste? Do we just throw it in a trash container like we normally would? Or do we recycle it? Or do we hold on to it and try to get rid of it by other means or methods? And fortunately, the Township of West Bloomfield do have household hazardous waste events.
Perfect. A couple times a year, right?
Yeah, it's biannual.
I was about to ask you, like, is it even possible to really take care of these things properly? But it sounds like the township is offering a perfect opportunity a couple times a year. So talk to us a little bit about that. What kinds of things do you accept? All of that good stuff.
Yep, it's a program held twice a year at the Township Hall at the Civic Center site there, and we collect. Household hazardous waste material such as old paint cans, old stain containers, old fertilizer containers, old pesticide containers, aerosol containers. We also go with electronic recycling your keyboards, your mouses, your monitors, your computers that you don't use
Wow, that's stuff you
anymore.
don't necessarily think about, right?
That's right,
It's
yeah.
so easy to just put it in a bag, put it out in the trash.
And those things do not biodegrade.
Ah.
They end up getting tossed into a landfill, and it's not good because a lot of those products that those things are made out of can be carcinogenic, meaning they cause cancer.
Wow.
If they get into the wrong hands, or if there's leaking batteries or something of that nature, and if it gets into the soil itself and possibly our groundwater, we wouldn't want that happening.
Right. What kinds of things would that affect? Let's just take paint, for example. How could that possibly affect our environment in a negative way if we didn't know how to dispose of it?
Well, yeah, paint's not good to let loose into the environment.
Yeah.
It could drain into our storm system, our storm sewers that lead to pipes that lead to our wetland areas, that lead to our lake areas, our stream areas. If that gets diluted and goes into the waterways, it could be harmful to aquatic fish habitat, macro invertebrates, where they breed, where they roam, and it would be harmful to the wildlife as well as possibly could to human health as well if it gets into our drinking water.
Yeah, I see the possibilities of it spreading out are just kind of limitless there. Wow, so these events are really important. So you guys also are offering shredding services as well. Are there any restrictions on that?
Paper shredding, it's up to 50 pounds per vehicle.
Okay.
So sometimes people push the limit, residents might push that limit. We'll take it, but if it's too much, they will turn you away.
Yeah, because we have to be able to have access for everyone, most
Absolutely,
definitely.
yeah.
And also this year, you guys are accepting clothing as well, or thrift store items. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we have also thrift store. St. Vincent de Paul has joined us starting this spring, and they will take furniture, clothing.
Oh, wow, great.
Household items that can still be used. So we have that as well.
So these events are for West Bloomfield, a couple of our surrounding areas in our township as well, right?
Yeah, this is for all West Bloomfield Township residents, as well as Sylvan Lake and City of Orchard Lake.
Perfect. That's amazing. And so I love that the township is taking initiative on this and showing people that, hey, we're here to support our environment, make sure that our area continues to be beautiful and healthy moving forward. So if people are interested and they want to get more information on these events, where can they go to find more information?
They can jump right on the township website, which is www.wbtownshipspelledout.org.
Awesome.
You could also just call the Development Services Department at
Okay.
the Township Hall as well.
Questions answered. Perfect. Thank you so much for being here. This is
Absolutely.
one of my passions. I love the environment, and I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you shedding light on so many ways that we can start to take responsibility and help out our township.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Once again, we've been talking with John Roda, West Bloomfield Township Environmental Manager. Now it's time for an episode of Parenting on the Go, where I sat down with Dr. Julie McDaniel to understand the topic of bullying a little bit better. Hello and welcome to Parenting on the Go. I'm Sheena Monnin, and joining me is Dr. Julie McDaniel, consultant for student safety and well-being with Oakland Schools. Julie, thank you for stopping by, giving us some of your time today to talk about a topic that I just recently learned is misunderstood. Tell us about bullying. What is bullying?
Sure. Bullying is very specific. There are 3 characteristics involved in bullying. The first is that it's unwarranted and it's intentional, which means that no one ever deserves it. But when someone is being bullied, the intent is to do them harm. That's the first. The second is that it's repetitive, is that it can be repeated to another person, at another person, or it's repeated at a different person, or it has the likelihood of being repeated. And the third, and the most important, is that it's about an imbalance of power. It's the thing that separates bullying from other acts of aggression. The person that's engaging in bullying behavior believes themselves to be superior to another person, whether it's body size or sexual orientation, skin color, social status. And why we should care about this imbalance of power is that power is a hungry beast. And when we know that when children are engaging in this, they see a power structure. This easily involves evolves into a hate crime and can easily evolve into crimes against humanity.
Wow, that's interesting to take a look at that progression there and to see that. How often does this occur? Like, how prevalent in reality is bullying?
The Center for Disease Control has surveyed our students every 2 years, and it remains pretty stable that American students report being bullied on school property. 1 in 5 of our American students, so 20% of our nation's children. In Michigan, it's statistically significantly higher in that 1 in 4 of Michigan's students report being bullied on school property. In Oakland County, it's about 26%. The most important thing to note here is that they're reporting school property. This does not include anything that happens outside of school, in neighborhoods, our parks, and even on cell phones.
Wow, that's horrible to consider. So many people are being affected by this. I'm glad the topic is being raised right now to be discussed about. What would you say is a call to action when it comes to communities? What can communities do to help stop this?
Well, there are truly, bullying cannot flourish in strong communities, whether it's a home community, a school community, or the greater community. And that's one thing to know, that this is something that really doesn't cost any money, but there are great resources out there, evidence and research-based programs like stopbullying.gov. It's from our government. It's great resources from educators, students, parents. And this is what I do for a job at Oakland Schools. I'm the Student Safety and Wellbeing Consultant, and I'm available for parents, students, and teachers to talk about this very topic.
Wonderful. Well, hopefully in the coming years we see those numbers change in a positive way. Thank you for your efforts, and thank you so very much for stopping by and bringing to light a topic that most people think they understand, but I'm not sure we really do. So thank you so much.
It's been my pleasure.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Parenting on the Go. If you would like to look up more helpful parenting tips, you can visit the West Bloomfield Youth Assistance website at wbyouthassistance.org. You can watch other episodes of Parenting on the Go anytime at civiccentertv.com/parentingtogo. We now move on to our final segment on The Splash, called Person of the Week, where we recognize those within the community who are either inspiring or providing toward others. This week's recipient is Dylan Secord, clinical social worker with the Deaf Community Advocacy Network. Greater West Bloomfield native Dylan Secord knows firsthand the experiences of living in the hearing world as a deaf person. Shortly after graduating high school, Dylan knew that he wanted to help fellow members of the deaf community navigate the hearing world, come together and live with the same basic virtues that we all seek: happiness and a comfort in our own skin. A clinical social worker, Dylan provides his deaf counterparts with needed services in a manner that is accommodating, comfortable, and pressure-free, making members of the deaf community in Greater West Bloomfield and beyond get the help that they need in a stress-free manner. What drives Dylan is his unflappable desire to bring joy to others. He hopes that he can play a key role in bridging the gaps between the deaf and hearing communities so that one day there are no barriers, no differences, but rather one world that embraces all of its people, regardless of what makes them different. Dylan Secord is utilizing his experiences, education, and motivation to make the world a more welcoming place, which is why he is our Person of the Week. If you know someone who is providing a service to their community, then let us know by sending an email to thesplash@civiccentertv.com. We want to congratulate those who are making a difference in our area, and we appreciate all of your suggestions. That's going to do it for us this week, but remember, you can watch new episodes of The Splash every Monday at 5:30 p.m. or throughout the week for replays. You can also watch every episode online at civiccentertv.com. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook under Civic Center TV 15, YouTube at Civic Center TV 15, and on Twitter at Civic Center TV for more information. For all of our friends in Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, Keego Harbor, and West Bloomfield, I'm Sheena Monnin. Thank you for watching The Splash.